Hey guys, welcome back to my kitchen. I am Katrina. Today we're going to be making a simple yet delicious recipe, sweet potato gnocchis. So let's just get started. First things first is we want to take these potatoes. I have microwaved 4 sweet potatoes and then I let them cool a little bit. I peel them. Now I just want to smash them up in this bowl. Add in 1 egg. Okay, now I have 2 cups of flour here, but the idea with the gnocchi is to use the least amount of flour so it's lighter, it's fluffier. So I'm only going to start with about a cup of it. Good little ball form, so next I'm going to take more of the flour. Just pour it out. We're going to work. Use your hands. So soft. It's like Play-Doh, like adult Play-Doh. Okay. I'm going to cut this in half. Cut it in half again. Now, roll this out. To roll this into a log, I like 3/4 of an inch. These don't have to be perfect. I actually like when they're not. I like when all of them are a little shaped a little different. That's when you know that they're homemade. You know, and they all come out. You order them from a restaurant, they all come out in uniform shape. You know, most likely they're not homemade. Start cutting little 1/2 inch to 1 inch sections, just like this. Like I said, there's several ways to make that little shape, but easy way is just roll over a fork, give them a little shape, just like that. Don't press too hard. Roll them over, roll, 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 roll. Just keep rolling them. We're going to do this with all sections of this dough. Just gives them like a little divot. Okay. Take these, put them on the sheet pan. You don't want them to stick together, so flour's good. Don't worry if you transfer a lot of flour. That's why you have more in a bowl here. Spread more out. Grab your other dough ball. And just keep on doing the same thing. Nobody can tell me that they can't make gnocchis. These things are easy. I'm going to put these in the freezer, probably about 20 minutes to a half hour, and I'm going to get cleaned up. Okay, so I'm all cleaned up with the gnocchis. They're in the freezer, doing their thing. So the second part of this dish that I didn't mention at the beginning is I am going to fry, oven fry, some little eggplant rounds. We're going to bread them. My breading, standard breading procedure, of course. So you got your flour, which is seasoned, got your egg and your breadcrumbs. For my breadcrumbs, I use just panko breadcrumbs, and then I love adding French fried onions and like any breading that I do. Some Parmesan, salt and pepper, of course. So let's get started. I have a sheet pan right here, foil on the bottom for easy cleanup. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do, take the eggplant and dip it in the flour. Shake it off. You're gonna dip it in the egg. Flip it over a couple times. And put it nice and snug in breadcrumbs. You get a nice crust on there. Okay, shake it off a little bit. Line it on your pan. We're just gonna keep doing this. Oh, look at them nails. The fancy. Can't get that in a nail salon, that's for sure. Maybe you can. I don't know. They do some weird shit out there these days. A little bit about me. I wouldn't have known what the hell a standard breading procedure was before. When I was 27, I decided to go back to college and I went for culinary arts. I remember the first day in class, the teachers were like, okay, now everybody get your mise en place out. And I'm looking around like, what the fuck is mise en place? And it seemed like everybody in the classroom knew what the hell a mise en place was. So I did not. I felt like, number one, I was 27 years old, so I felt out of place anyways. But number two, I'm like, all these freaking high schoolers, fresh out of high school, know what the hell a mise en place. And the first thing I did when I left there was got online and I was like, what is mise en place? And turns out that's like the very basic thing in a kitchen, you know. It's the first thing that they teach you. So if you don't know what mise en place is, that the definition is everything in its place. So it's literally like when they say get your mise en place, it's like your ingredients, your utensils, your whatever it is that you're using, you know, to do your cooking, basically. So all done with those. So I have the oven preheated to 425, so I'm gonna get these popped in the oven. The gnocchis out of the freezer and we start to boil them. You want to boil them in small batches because they will stick together and then you'll have like this cakey ball of a mess. So you don't want to do that. So I have the sheet pan set up with paper towel on it. So I boil them. You boil them until they float to the top and then take them out, do another batch, so on, so on, so on. You get my point? Take our gnocchis that we froze. You're going to put them in a little bit at a time. Just a little bit. Make sure you're not putting them in where they're stuck together. You want to separate them before you throw them in the water. Okay. All right, guys, here we are. This is the most exciting part. So I want to show you how I'm going to plate these. So I got a handful of the gnocchis. They've been boiled. I'm going to put them in the bottom of the plate. I love plating stuff. I think making anything look beautiful on a plate is just the way to go. I don't care if it's breakfast. I don't care what it is. Sorry, I lost track. Forgot what I was doing. We got this Alfredo sauce. Drizzle this around over the gnocchis. A lot more. Don't worry. I'm going to take some of these eggplants. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to add more beautiful, beautiful Alfredo. Beautiful. Now I have this balsamic glaze, the balsamic reduction. You can make your own, but I didn't want to. So I'm just going to finish this dish off with beautiful, beautiful there we go. Got what I was saying. One final touch, you gotta have some color. So I am going to add a little sprig of basil. Look at that. Look at that. That is a beautiful dish. And it smells amazing. My husband is going to be a happy man when he walks in the door here soon. So, easy? What do you think? I thought it was easy. If you enjoy this recipe or any of the recipes I've made so far, please like, please subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you.